Recently, someone pointed out to me that they needed some financial information from us, and it took us weeks to get it to them, and it caused them worry. And I said to myself, I either can justify all of the reasons why we couldn't get this information across, or I take that as a learning point and see how we can do better. Quite honestly, with good corporate governance, when you have a system for accountability, it takes just a tweak and you can get information out. I know your people are overworked. I know you're short-staffed. I know your finance is also dabbling into operations and we're all just doing the German to get work going. I know. In most cases, at least in many cases, we're actually honestly working to get things done. And sometimes the accountability aspect of our role, we tend to downplay it. And I'm telling you from my own experience, this is me, Abimbola, the good corporate governance champion. So I don't berate anyone who is still struggling with checking all the boxes, ticking the boxes, and making sure you are dotting the I's and crossing the T's. If you are willing to do it, sometimes you may need to get an expert to cover areas of weakness, some areas where you are still exposed, and get them to help you to be as accountable as you can. And you may wonder, is accountability such a big deal? After all, we're running the business and we're generating revenue. I know. But you see, an organization, an individual, an industry, or even a country that is unable to give good account. For example, let me read out to you. Capital will flow elsewhere. If a country, a sector, or an organization does not have a reputation for strong corporate governance practices. It's the reputation you're looking at, not so much as the fact that you want to tick boxes and dot I's and cross T's. I know how cumbersome it can be, especially for many of us entrepreneurs that are more unstructured in our approach to things. It is the reputation that we leave behind that matters more than even the reports. Trust me, sometimes they don't even look at the report. But when they ask for it and it is available, it gives a big tick that is not written, but it leaves them with that impression that they've got strong systems in place. So do the needful, go the extra mile. Put in place a system where investors and strategic partners become confident of the level of disclosure in your organization. That is so important. I wish I could turn back the time. I wish I could dial back and go back and say, when they gave it to us, when they asked for the report, it was ready and polished, ready for anybody to scrutinize, but it just wasn't ready. And some of the factors were out of my control at that time. But where it is within your control, please build such a system and put it in place such that investors and strategic partners do not need to wait weeks and weeks for a report that ordinarily should be ready. You might say, oh, but they've got a whole department of accountants and they've got a whole team of internal control guys that are working with them. I am only managing here with a part-time, guess what? Outsource it. That's what a director of mine said. Some of these things, you don't have to do it internally by yourself, but it does not speak well of your reputation when you are asked for these disclosure reports and they don't come on time. So please take a lesson from where I have learned. I hope we haven't missed that opportunity, but if we have, we know where we faltered and we can move forward. You don't need to make the same mistakes that I have made. Please dot all the I's, cross all the T's, tick all the boxes that need to be ticked, because it is about reputation, not just merely your conformity with those requirements. I hope this helps you.